like to take a few minutes to show you the best possible way to prep your kale so you will actually eat it. A lot of people avoid kale because they find it tastes really bitter and dry when eaten raw. And I would have to agree, if you eat it straight from the grocery store, straight from the farmer's market, it doesn't taste great. But you can do a few simple things before you throw it in the fridge to make it taste amazing. Kale is absolutely fantastic to swap out your leafy greens with. So instead of using spinach or romaine, kale is a great alternative as it's full to the brim with nutrients. So it's not something you want to avoid. So what you're going to do is you're going to need some lemon juice, olive oil, sea salt, and of course your kale. Now when you first get your kale, you want to spend a few minutes de-stemming the kale. So taking all of those crunchy leaves off of the stems and just ripping them into bite-sized pieces. So make sure that you rip them small enough that you will actually eat them instead of picking through your salads because the bites are too big. So once you've taken all of the leafy greens from the stems of the kale, you should notice that they're kind of a light, dry color, and we are going to change that. So what you want to do is add a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, and sea salt. Now I have lemon juice just pre-prepared in the fridge and squeezed for just this occasion. So all I'm going to do is dribble a little bit of this onto my kale, and what the lemon juice does is help preserve it when it's in your fridge. So once you chop the green, normally it goes bad a little bit faster, but the lemon juice helps keep it fresh in your fridge. And then we're gonna add a little drizzle of olive oil, and then a touch of sea salt. Now you don't want your kale too salty, but the sea salt does help bring the bitterness out of the kale. So I do have all of the measurements on my blog for the amounts that I use when I make my kale, but a little bit of it is trial and error based on taste and depending on how much kale you have. So what you're going to do now is you're going to massage your kale. I know that sounds weird, but what you want to do is really dig into your bowl with your hands and rub the olive oil and the juices into the kale. So what this does is coat it in the 3 ingredients. It preserves your kale and it also helps bring all the bitterness out of the kale. So massaged kale is what you want when you are eating raw kale. It gives it a little bit more flavor. And like I said, it's ideal to interchange your greens weekly and to get a little bit more variety, because then you get a variety of nutrients too. So kale's a great alternative to spinach or romaine or arugula. Okay, so once you've spent a few minutes really rubbing the oil into the leaves, you should notice that they are now a darker green color, which is what you're looking for. So you know you have the right amount of ingredients when all of your leaves are actually coated and they're nice and slippery. So this is how you want to throw your kale into the fridge, and you can take it right out from here and put it into your salads and eat it like this. It should taste a lot less bitter, and you should enjoy your kale a lot more. So I'd suggest you pick up a bunch and massage your kale before it hits your fridge so that you can enjoy it and reap the benefits of all of its lovely nutrients.